Excited to do it.
Esteban, you're with Consensus. You want to give the audience just a quick background about yourself?
Yeah. So I joined the blockchain space in 2018. I went to Berkeley. I was there in blockchain at Berkeley. Then after that, I joined Metamask as an intern in mid 2018. I started to work there on the extension and starting to explore the mobile app. And then in August that year, I joined full-time Metamask to start working on mobile since the beginnings. And that's pretty much me. And I'm right now working full-time in mobile, and right now working on swaps for mobile. So excited to share it with you guys.
Sure, great. You see a share button at the bottom?
Yes. Okay. So I have a share. Can you see my screen or not?
Not yet, but maybe in just a second.
Okay, maybe. Now?
No. There you go.
Yeah, cool, awesome. All right, so yeah, I am Esteban. As I told you guys, I am gonna present you what we've done in the team related to Metamask Swaps functionality. And this was released in October last year on the extension. And this started with one problem that we wanted to solve, and that was that finding a swap to do is hard. It's a problem for new users because 5 things. The first one is the barrier entry is high. We have many protocols in the DeFi space. So for new users, they have to take a look to each of those or just choose one, but they are going to do some other things choosing one. For example, the rates that they're going to get from different protocols are going to be different, and the gas usage is going to be different too, so they could be spending more gas in one protocol than others. If they want to do big swaps, maybe there is an option to fragment the swap into different protocols to get a better quote. And also for ERC20 token swaps, you need to do approvals, ERC20 token approvals for each protocol that you are interacting with, which can be expensive and messy for users. So this was, if users were using Metamask, they will go to different protocols, Uniswap, Curve, Balancer, AirSwap, whatever. They're going to get different rates. They're going to get different liquidity. They're going to have to approve on each protocol the tokens that they want to swap. And also they're going to get different fees through those protocols. So I could go to Uniswap, then AirSwap, then other one, another one, other one, and potentially many more in the future. So for new users, if we want to onboard users that are not technically experienced enough to know about this is going to be overwhelming, and we wanted to provide a way for users to do this in few steps. So we present you Metamask Swaps in October on the extension. So we wanted to provide better rates across DeFi in one place, in one standard user experience. So the way we did that was with a team in Codify, which those guys are building this API and smart contract that interacts with the DeFi protocols. So we, as Metamask, we interact with the API and smart contracts, which interacts with these protocols without the user knowing what's going on. So we remove the friction of users going to each of those protocols by going to MetaMask, interact with the Codify smart contract through MetaMask, and doing the swap that they want. In this way, we provide users with the best quotes that are going to give them the best rate that they could get from the different protocols. If they want to do large swaps, we may want to spread the swap between different DEXs, and interacting with Metaswaps is gonna just need one approval per ERC20 token. So if you want to swap DAI to whatever, you're just gonna have to send one approval transaction, and we are gonna give you the most efficient trade in terms of the gas. So that's gonna reduce the fees, which is really important to do the swaps. What I am most excited to share with you guys is the work that we've been doing on the mobile side this couple of months, and this is something that I've been working on with the team, and we want to release it very soon. So I have a demo to show you how it's going to work, and this is it. So in the mobile app, you are going to be able to swap from there. So you have Ether, and you're going to, if you want to select a token to do a swap to, you just click get quotes. We interact with the Codify API and a smart contract to get the best quotes that you can do with this trade. So we get the quotes. You can view all the quotes and compare those, see the details if you want to know more of what is going on behind the app, and compare the values and everything. And you just do swipe to swap, and that is going to be it. Nothing else more needed from the user end. That's it. In 3 steps, you're gonna get through the swap, and you're gonna get the tokens. So I also spoke about doing ERC20 token swaps, which is in this case, in this demo, link swap to anything you want. So you're gonna get. Okay, let's wait for that part. Okay. Swap, if you want to do a swap to Uni, for example, and as this is the first time that you interact with the feature, you're gonna get an approval transaction that is gonna be sent before the actual trade. So you're gonna see there it's the same that the extension has right now, and you can modify that or not. And also you're gonna be able to see the quotes as before, to compare those. So what is going on? And just swipe to swap, and that's all. That's all that you need to do. So in 3 steps, and in mobile, you're gonna get to do swaps in a seamless way, in a standard UX. You're gonna get the swaps you wanted. Okay. So, right. So this feature is currently in development. We want to. It's gonna be coming in a few weeks. So, and we are extremely excited to put this feature also in mobile, because we know that in the mobile front we have newer users that are not very experienced with DeFi protocols. So it could be harder for them go to the extension and do a swap in a specific protocol. Sorry, to the browser and do a swap in a specific protocol. And they are going to be able to do it from the app and the extension in just 3 steps. So this started as we wanted to give a better DeFi experience to the Ethereum ecosystem in a single end-to-end experience to reduce the friction that interacting with different protocols can produce. We wanted to give fewer fees and better overall value to the users, and in the same way doing building a sustainable and ethical business model for Metamask and Consensus. And this is how it's going right now. So we just crossed $1 billion swapped in the extension, and with the release of Metamask Swaps in mobile, we expect and we want to attract more users to do swaps, even though the fees are a bit high, but that's the idea. And well, we have over 130 unique accounts doing swaps so far since October. And yeah, so if you wanna download the app or go to extension, you can scan the QR code, and that is gonna send you to the app stores. And yeah, keep waiting for the swaps that is gonna be in the mobile app very soon. Yeah, that was the presentation.
Using the MetaMask tool.
Yes, so there is of course, the network fee that is to do any transaction, and also we have variable fees that goes up to 0.875%. For others are less fees, and other for different protocols there is a different fee. And the important part is that you can see the fee that we are charging on each quote to do before doing the swap.
Gotcha. So how many protocols now does the app request for quote?
So far, I believe we have 6, but I could be mistaken here.
Okay.
Yeah, so there are 6.
Do you have any idea what would go into the decision to add another protocol to that request?
Yeah, right. Well, right now we are, of course, looking into different solutions to get fewer fees. So that is one important thing that we are looking for. So integration of layer 2 is going to be something that we are looking into it right now. And also related to that, the new ability and extension to add custom networks to interact with layer 2 solutions is something that we want to do also with swaps.
How about security? Is there a security layer? Normally, I know one on the desktop browser or Chrome extension, you can use your hardware wallet to sign transactions in MetaMask. Is there anything? How does security work with a mobile phone, with the mobile app?
Yeah, we don't currently support hardware wallets on the mobile app. But yeah, everything is stored in the operating system of Android and iOS. So we are looking into hardware wallet solutions for the app too. But right now we are just leveraging the security of the operative systems.
Gotcha. We have if there any more questions, feel free to ask. We have a question from Jamil. He asks, can you discuss the back end of MetaMask? If someone wants to switch to something besides Infura, is that possible? In other words, if I wanted my own Ethereum node via RPC, remote procedure call.
Yes, you can do it in both mobile and extension. You just want to go to settings. I believe there is a section called networks. There you can go to add network, and you can add there like the chain ID, the name of the network, the RPC endpoint, and you're gonna be able to add that. And also this week we released on the extension side a new functionality that allows dApps to propose new custom networks. So they're gonna be able to tell the user, hey, we work in this RPC network, and they're gonna be able to add it and interact with whatever protocol they want via custom RPC.
Gotcha. Any other questions out there? So I have another one. Is it possible to automate trades or schedule swaps or anything like that with MetaMask?
It's not right now, but it could be a good thing to look into. What use case are you thinking about to do that?
I mean, it depends. If a certain period of time I wanted to swap out of one asset into another, just kind of set forward a schedule for doing something like that. Or if I have a bunch of WBTC and I want to scale myself into another product, I'd want to set a schedule to swap into it. We'll schedule a trade at some period in time.
Yeah, interesting. So you can't do that right now, but maybe it's something interesting to look into.
Yeah. I mean, the tool is really nice, and I think this first step is a big step where you're gathering up all these quotes and now you're getting it to the mobile. Are there any other DeFi aspects that the MetaMask team is working on aside from the swaps?
So this new feature that I mentioned before is gonna, the custom network feature one is gonna allow any layer 2 solution to work with MetaMask. So if you are in a dApp that interacts with an L2 to reduce to just work with the dApp, you're gonna be able to do that. That is something that we've been looking into like for a very long time. There are people from the team working on that EAP for 2 years, I think, 1 year, 2 years. So that is something that personally I think that is gonna grow. It's gonna able MetaMask to scale to other DeFi protocols that are in other chains rather than Ethereum mainnet and in layer 2s. So right. Yeah, that's something very big.
Yeah, that's the vision. Pull it all together.
Yeah.
So tell me about your team. Can you describe, how big the team is, where you guys work? Is there, before COVID, is there a centralized office? After, is there one? Will you be a fully remote team? What's the makeup of the team?
Yeah, we've been always remote. Like when I was doing my internship, I was remote. So I've been like all my life in MetaMask, it's been remote. Right now, the team is distributed around. For example, I'm in Santiago de Chile, in South America.
Yep.
We have people from United States, from Europe, from Dubai, no, from Delhi. No, sorry. Asia. I forgot
Sure.
the city. And yeah, so right now for the Metamask Swaps, we've been collaborating with a very talented team from Codify, and the person that the team that work on the API and the smart contracts. Those guys are pretty like hands-on and building new stuff all the time and moving fast. And we in Metamask also in the front end.
Sure. Seems like you got a lot going on.
Yeah, it's fun to be here.
Yeah, it seems that way. Lewis asks, some wallets have tokens. Is there any plan on token issuing for MetaMask?
No, there are no plans to.
Gotcha. How about analytics data, like transaction analytics? Does MetaMask have any like an API or it's like some kind of emitter you push out?
Yeah, so when you start in the flows, like importing wallet or creating a new wallet from the extension and also mod, you are asked to opt in or opt out to our analytics, and that we are just doing that to provide a better UX for the end users. And if people want to opt out, that's totally fine, and we don't track anything. And if you opt in, we are just tracking the flows that you're using the extension and the app, nothing about your address and nothing about your transaction activity itself. So yeah.
Sure. So that's collecting the transaction info. Is that info available publicly?
No, we don't track transactions. And the only thing that is public is the Dune that I show you in the presentation. That is just the interactions to the smart contract that we have. But in the app, we don't track anything at all about your address and personal information and anything.
I see. And you've been at Consensus for 2 years, you said?
Almost 3 years now.
Almost 3 years.
Yeah.
So what's the most, have you been working on MetaMask the entire time, or have you been on other projects?
No, only MetaMask. I joined as an intern, as I told you, and then I joined full time. I was working since the day one of mobile, almost 3 years ago. So we released mobile in July last year, I believe. So I was working on mobile before the release for 2 years, and then about 8 months ago we released the app. And yeah, I've been doing mobile all my time on MetaMask.
Sure. What would you say is the most surprising thing that you've come across working on MetaMask in the last year?
I would say probably everyone say the same. Like everything moves so fast in the Ethereum ecosystem. If you want to be if you want to be up to date to everything, it's almost impossible because so many things are happening at the same time. So that is something that I also like a lot, because it pushes you to be learning new stuff every day, and that's something really good to be in this environment. Yeah,
you always pushed. It's learn or die almost, right?
Yeah. It's a fun place to be. Yeah,
sure. Do you have any other questions from the audience? Nothing right now. Let's see. I wanted to ask you something. It just passed my mind. How big is the team over there that's working on MetaMask?
The whole MetaMask is about 25, 30, I would say. We are growing, and we are hiring too. Yeah. We've been growing, and we want to grow more. So we have open positions to hire right now. So if anyone listening wants to go to the Metamask site and go to the careers part, or the consensus site and go to the career side, you're going to be able to find the openings for Metamask.
Are they all developer positions?
No. We are growing like in every aspect of the products. So yeah,
that's great. What else? I think that's it for questions. Do you have any questions for me or for if anything else?
Not really.
All right. Esteban, I really appreciate the demo. You and your team are working on something incredible and unique, and you guys are really on to something. So keep working hard, and we'll look forward to seeing the updates in the future.
Nice. Thank you for having me. It was
a
Bye, guys.
Take care.